I'm back once again. You might have been bobbing around there like a little bobblehead there for just a split second. That's okay. Um, what should I do today? I mean, I have an idea. Seeing that I did the whole 5 things I hate video of my 3-valve, why not give you what I like? 5 things. Can I pick 5? I'm just kidding. There's a lot of things I do love about the car, but I'm not going to sit here and pick out every little tiny thing that I love about the car. I'm going to pick out 5 things that kind of stand out for me and maybe for you that I like and enjoy about this ride, and go from there, I guess. All right. Well, let's go. Seeing that I'm in the garage and in the car already, I mean, eventually I'm just going to pull this out because a lot of my videos are in my garage, let's be honest. But, yeah, we're going to just, my first number one thing would be the exhaust. And I love a cammed 3-valve. So let's just dip into that, shall we? Can't go wrong, right? It's kind of a cold start, though. Number one has to be the exhaust, a 3-valve, and a cammed 3-valve at that really sounds spectacular. It sounds mean, it sounds nice, and the Coyote boys, you can't do it. So it sounds really, really good. I love that a lot. Just can't beat it. You just can't beat it. Now, granted, you guys heard this car before in my setup. I'm running pipes long tube headers, a catted H pipe now, pipes, and a Flowmaster Outlaw catback out the back. So that's my setup. You might be rocking around a little bit here, but that's basically because of the cams in my setup. The cams I'm running are hot rod cams, and you can't go wrong with the setup, man. Any kind of setup with a cam 3-valve sounds sick, and that's going to be my number one thing that I love about this car, is the cams, a little bit of the rock in here. The hot rods, I mean, leather thumpers. I mean, there's so many different cam options out there that you can really make a car sound nasty. And especially if you got some cutouts, which eventually I want to run that route because of the catted H pipe. Then when I'm in like events or car shows, maybe I can flip that switch open. You get the point. So, number one, yeah, a cam exhaust 3-valve sounds nasty. I mean, you can't say no. All right, what should be number 2? I don't know. Let's dip into it. I do got my daughter out here now. How you doing? All right, number 2. Let's dip into it. It would have to be the body style. The one that is kind of a comeback, old school, new school look. You can't dismiss the body style in this car. I do love it a lot. I know a lot of 3-valve guys love the body style, and that's one that has been brought up quite a bit. I think she's messing with my lights. She is. But being that old, like 60s, fastback, and then bringing back that kind of a look into today's world, well, technically this is now, old, but that's okay. I've tried to kind of create my own style here with the color shift. I love Mystic Chrome, like the Terminators and stuff. So I wanted to have something similar, but a little bit more aggressive. Obviously, you guys see I changed a lot of stuff on the car. But this body style, the lines, the front ends, I'll be honest, there's a few things I disliked, like the GT front bumper, so I put on a Roush. Still, same body style, as in 3 valves, so they did make a Roush. Sorry about the wind. It's nice to have a breeze because it is hot. Is it not hot out here? She's getting a little pissy of being in there. But I do have to say the body style on these are awesome. I do love it. For number 2, that has to be my number 2 because I mean that's one of the reasons I fell in love with this car. Used to have an 04, not dissing the new Edge. I love those as well, and you can't go wrong with a Terminator. You can't say no to that car either. It's just that these body styles, when I first saw it in 05, well, what, kind of 04, they kind of revealed that, you know, going into 05, basically when I saw it, I knew, okay, I'm gonna have it. I gotta have it. And a lot of people said I would never have it, and here it is. So it took me a little bit. Obviously, I've had the car for a long time now. Are you playing with my keys now? I heard some beeping. Alright, let's dip on to number 3. Tres. Sorry about the car is a little dirty. Where I work, it's like a gravel lot, you know, deal, so you spit up like a lot of dust. A lot of dust comes up, and yeah. And then also living by the river, I mentioned it before, the bugs in the front bumper, not the greatest, but hey, it'll do. But number 3, since I'm out here, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The reliability in a 3-valve car, the reliability in these cars right here alone, is next to none, really. I mean, obviously they're gonna have cars out there that are like bulletproof and whatnot, but this 3-valve, this Mustang, has been very, very reliable to me. I mean, you have your common issues like batteries and whatever, spark plug changes, but I'm talking like down the road you're gonna have to update things and change things or whatever. Things eventually do go bad, but in the amount of time that they went bad in this car is like crazy. And how much I've raced this car, drove this car, it's almost a freaking, you know, daily. But I do park it. She just popped my trunk. She's laughing. Anyway, but yeah. For me, like I said, racing this car, tracking this car, daily in this car in the summer, almost every day. To I mean, it is parked winters because I live in Wisconsin, so I don't want rust on the car, and they do lay salt down up here, so it's always parked winter. But it's never did me wrong. Like I said, I've changed the small things, you know, spark plugs and stuff, the battery before. I think I've changed the alternator. Yes, I have. I changed the alternator in here before, which eventually went bad on me. But yeah, the reliability though is crazy compared to how many years I've actually owned this car. And it's an 08 GT for those that may be wondering, because I know they changed a little bit of the stuff on here mid-year, like basically in 07 they started changing things over with like the spark plugs and stuff like that. I do have another video, is a 3-valve worth it, in my videos. If you want to check that over, it kind of goes through all that stuff. But the car is very, very reliable. I'm actually shocked by how much I drive this, how much it's been through, and I'm still going. We're waiting for it to blow so we can just yoke swap it. But yeah, she's just, you know, she's hanging on. Are you getting antsy in there? You just flipping the lights on, and I think she popped the trunk. Yeah, she did. There we go. Oh yeah? You think so? Alright, let's see if you come out. Actually, she's stuck on my e-brake there. Let's go on this side. Well, I'm going to get her out, and then we can bounce to number 4. You want to come out now? Alright, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Gotta help the daughter. What are you going to run in there for? Now that I got her out, I will say the interior. I know some people nitpick this interior. They say, well, you know, it doesn't have this and this. I love a simple interior that's not overly done with a crap load of options and whatnot. I did change these doors right here, which also I have a video on, me changing the doors from the sag. I was trying to find something that would rhyme with that, but it's not coming to mind right now. But yeah, the saggy doors to the plastic coverlays, which are amazing. But I do love the interior. I've upgraded mine a little bit, obviously, with the carbon fiber from Dynaparts and also other carbon fiber parts from like CJ Pony Parts. Carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber deck lid in the back. Still going to be waiting on the video to be doing the MGW shifter. But the interior to me is Pretty simple. I like it. It's not too flashy. It's not too crazy. And you like the interior, right? You like to play with everything? I'm sure once I go to work, I'll probably find a light come on, like a blinker or something. She always does it to me. You have gotten bigger since the channel, huh? Everybody's gonna be like, what the heck? She used to be in a walker and they're not be able to walk, and then here she is. It's crazy how fast they grow. No, you know you're not supposed to cross that line. Yeah, you know better. Come here. Come on. There you go. But yes, the interior. Obviously I changed the seats. I do love these Carbua seats, LG1 wides. Very simple. For me to have to be the interior as one of my likes. But I will say I'm not really a fan of the steering wheel, so that's probably gonna be something I can change. I know there's stuff out there to switch to. I haven't made up my mind. If you guys have ideas what I should do for a steering wheel, put that down in the comments, because I'm gonna look into it. That is something I'm going to change. I mean, say we have an airbag recall and stuff and I've never went in, who cares, right? Blah. I'm gonna change that steering wheel anyway. Got dirty. Okay, on to the next one. You gonna sweep my driveway? Oh, okay. Number 5. I think we're on 5 now. One of the biggest reasons I love Mustangs in general, including the 3 valves, is the aftermarket world. The aftermarket world in these cars is insane. From obviously you can see the taillights, the deck lid, the spoiler, the custom rear diffuser done by Brandon, which I've mentioned in previous videos, the wheels, the scoops on the side are louvers. I mean, anything. You could change this. The side skirts down here, they have different combos there, even carbon fiber or Roush setups, side exhaust setups. Interior, all the interior stuff you can do, they have it on there. There's different websites like AM, which is American Muscle, CJ Pony Parts. I mean, there's Lethal, all kinds. Mr. Body Kit has stuff. LMR, which is a big one, late model restoration. I mean, there's tons and tons of aftermarket places out there. Even True Fiber, which sells a lot of carbon fiber stuff. My front Roush bumper, the grill's been changed. Obviously, you see the hood's been changed. My headlights right here. I can't remember what those are, the DRL black projectors. I mean, I changed from HIDs to LEDs because of these projectors. I just didn't want the HIDs to heat them up and melt it possibly. Wrap, which you can wrap basically any vehicle in the world now, but I'm just saying, there's tons and tons you can do to these cars, from suspension, upper lower control arms, drive shafts, motor. The list goes on. You can do nitrous. I mean, Sniper to Ford racing intakes and stuff, regular intakes to like tuners and things. I mean, there's so much out there. Even alternators, you can change out to the black one and whatnot. So there's tons and tons of stuff you can do. Gas cap I've changed. I mean, my list is crazy. There's a lot I have done to this car. Obviously, I'm not boosted, but there's a crap load I've done to the car. Are you having fun? But yes, the aftermarket world is crazy. Obviously, when I got the hood, I was a little scared of it popping off, so I did the hood pins. I got that from Drake Muscle, which is connected to CJ Pony Parts. I mean, obviously, they all work together, basically. So there's a lot I have done. Taillights. I think I mentioned that already, the Rexium taillights. I put V6 pony badges on the side and had those custom painted by Auto Badges, which is autobadges.com. Does really good work. There's a lot of places out there that do custom work. But yeah, that's a huge one for me. Like, there's so much you can do. Now, obviously, compared to Coyotes, there's, when it comes to modifications, you could easily put like light mods and beat a 3 valve. But you're not beating mine if you're lightly modded. If you're a boosted, you know what I mean, like Coyote, it's gonna be a problem. But yes, modifications in these cars are insane. You're gonna have to spend quite the penny to push to, to what today's models are pushing. That's a given. I mean, think about it. Every year they're trying to advance, and who knows, one year is probably gonna be all electric, which is gonna suck for all of us. But at least I can say I still have this, and not only that, a manual, because that's kind of disappearing too. That should be another thing I like, is manuals. Oh boy. And with that all being said, guys, hope you liked the video. I better stop her before she hits the car. And I'll catch y'all later.